Welcome one and all to the one of the last two games. I think this one was rescheduled. Push up to Bolsinger. Bolsinger takes a shot. Comes in, it's loose. Trying to get a stick on it, both balled off, and Bolsinger can't make the connection on the rebound. Panthers send one back in. So yeah, I think I've only seen Marco Ray out there today. I don't think we have our other goaltender here. So Marco, man in the net here for the Foxes. So this team is just about as good as us. They have one more win, but the same number of losses and ties. I believe we've seen them once before. But yeah, should be a good game here today here at RMU. Foxes clear the zone. Shaha with possession in neutral ice. Jack on the attack, pressure and forward. Shaw resets and they'll drive one towards the net. Marco Ray will collect it. And Taylor will send it out of the zone into neutral. I think we got the whole entire team here today. Good to see Caleb Benz in the back. Well, yeah, except for Cody. Shaha again in the zone. Taking a shot goes up and over the net and out of the zone. Shaha still with possession, but they'll sling it forward and Foxes will recover. And Shelton up on the wall, tied up with Jack, and Shaha will dump it in. Lounder will possess it up to Jack. Jack working the wall, gets it out. Trying to pass up to Taylor, gets cut off by Panthers. Panthers rebound. Cairns back and will send it into the center. McFall skating past the puck. Kearns now back at it. McFall picks up the puck. Good pass over to Kearns. Kearns gains his own. He'll sling one in. It's also loose. Grabs it on the second on the rebound in the air. Take a offensive face-off here. Foxes keep it in the zone. McFall giving chase. Shaha turns it around. A little deke around, but Watson sees it. Turns the puck back to neutral. And on the attack is Barefoot. Barefoot gains his zone. They wave off. Nice pass across. Gregor can't keep it on the end of his stick. Gregor in the corner working with McFall. Barefoot taking a shot off the post and wide. Now Watson setting it up. He'll sling it in. Barefoot trying to get a stick on it. I think he did. Now back out the center. Cut off by Watson. Back to neutral ice. McFall with a great back check. Trying to get it. Using his shoulder. Passing it back. Shaha have to reset. Had to wait for it. A good check by McFall. Poke check. And that goes back to neutral. Shaha fails the zone. Baldoff gets a stick on that one. He'll now skate it around. He's got Bolsinger on the edge. I don't think he saw him. Taking the slot. Going to be off sides on the Foxes. Baldoff on the faceoff. He'll chip it past the defense. He'll pick it back up. Taking the line. Takes a shot. Goes off the pad and behind. Bolsinger, we're now working the wall. Lounder holding the and it comes out into the zone. Hyde goes back to chase it. SHAHA ends up with the puck. They shoot it. It bounces off of Ray. Now the Foxes will slow things up a little bit and skate behind the net. Bolsinger shoots it out of the zone. That looks like it's going to be on net, so Hyde and Bolsinger trying to keep it in. They don't. SHAHA turns it around quick, held up at the line. Danson goes into the corner. Shelton lifted off his skates. Now they're shut out in front. They get it in on the rebound, able to get it up and over the pad. SHAHA on the board first. Bolsinger will pick it up off the faceoff. He'll gain the zone. Take the shot. Just goes wide. In the corner, Hyde digging it out, and we're going to get a stop of play here.
Number 25, Carson James, with an assist from number 77 in time of the goal, 4 minutes and 24 seconds.
Definitely disagree with the positioning of that puck. Should be in the zone in the SHAHA. And their player went into the net. It's free out of the zone if you lose your skates and go into the net. That seems weird to me. Anyways, going to be icing by the SHAHA. We'll get that face off in the offensive zone. Off the face-off, Kearns. The SHAHA passes it up and out, and that's going to be another icing on the Panthers. Karen Shack and Taylor on the face-off, and the SHAHA Panthers punch it out. And it's a foot race. Taylor coming in to help. He'll get in there. Gets his stick down, deflects that shot on goal. Great effort by Taylor to help back. Now Taylor on the wall, sending it up, and it gets it out. Jack trying to work and pestering that puck. Back to neutral ice. Panthers looking to pass it in. They turn it over. That pass back to Ray, and Ray will collect it. Stop the play. Barefoot on the face-off. Working hard. SHAHA ends up with it, trying to push it forward. Shelton in the way, closing that lane up. They'll pass it up. Trying to find Gregor in the center. A little bit of a perilous pass. Barefoot now will advance it into the Panther zone. The Panthers with possession. Tied up on the boards. Gregor working Barefoot and McFall. Barefoot advances the puck a little deeper. Passes back to McFall. He'll send one in. It's loose. They're still fighting for it, and the netminder collects it. Barefoot staying on the ice. Pass back to Shelton. Shelton trying to get it a little deeper, and it reflects off of the Panther and into middle neutral ice. Launder trying to pass it out of the zone, and it gets deflected again. So Launder back to try the different direction. Can't get the full stick on it. Now SHAHA possesses. Launder gets underneath. Sends up to the point. They drive it back in deep. Shelton will try to return to center. Doesn't get enough on that one. Back to cut off that pass, though. McFall trying to get it out. Good interference. They'll pass it. Greger will send it in and give chase. And it looks like Panthers will send it back in. It's going to be icing. Why did okay? We touched it, so not icing. Bolsinger now possesses, and he gets caught underneath. Little tap from behind just to let him know he's there. So Watson now will skate it out. It's 4-on-2. Watson getting the zone, carving around, trying to take the shot, goes off the defender. Now up the boards to Ensley. Ensley sends one across, and he gets lifted off his skates. Bolsinger trying to keep it in, did for a second. Now SHAHA trying to get it through the neutral zone. They fumbled the puck and send one wide. Around the corner. Ensley working. SHAHA possessing, trying to feed out front. Still behind the net. Watson able to bat it away. Now back in the Fox's zone deep. They take a step, getting the slot, and they'll pass it back to defense. Another cross-ice pass, and now it's Connor Hyde on the attack. He's got Baldoff with him. He'll blast one in. Baldoff picks it up. Can't get it in. Takes a shot. Trying to serve back out in front. Gets to him. Bolsinger getting a stick on it. And again, the SHAHA Panthers goalies remain strong and able to collect it. Off that face-off, SHAHA Panthers grab it and will dump it out of the zone. It's not going to be icing. Doesn't have enough speed to it. And Shelton loses his skates. Very rare. Chipping it at the line. Bolsinger grabs it. And trying to get behind. They'll send it back to neutral ice. Moves back to grab the puck, and Hyde able to work it in past the defenseman. He'll send another one. It jumps up over the net off the blocker. Now it's Cairns applying his weight. And Will on the floor. That shot from Lounder comes in off the defender, but Bolsinger back to help and pick that puck up. Now Cairns in the corner with Shelton back on his skates, and they'll send it across to the other side of the ice. SHAHA buys their time, and they'll send one all the way to the other end. Foxes clear it to neutral. SHAHA dumps it into the Foxes zone. It hops over Shelton's stick. It gets cut off again on its way out. So Lounder will be able to clear it. Not going to be icing. Taylor comes in there hard and fast. Cairns trying to keep it in off the boards. Dishing it over to Taylor. Cut off pass. Colton trying to backhand it towards the net. Can't get enough of the puck. Cairns again steps against the wall. Sends it right across into the front. Shelton takes a shot. And the netminder will see it into their glove. Stop the play again. Cairns on the faceoff. And that's Watson keeping it in with a good chip. Taylor trying to get in the way of that pass. Watson sends it up to Taylor. Taylor tries to chip it. And it goes deeper into SHAHA's zone. You expect Jack and Taylor trying to put the forward pressure on. Puck comes out. Watson holds up on the line, and they're going to get an offsides on the Foxes. Shelton trying to drive it in deep, and it goes off the defender. Now on the wall, back to neutral. Shelton again. Pass trying to find Barefoot on the line. Barefoot chipping it in. Barefoot still in possession. Now in the corner. Trying to send it out to Shelton, but got his pockets picked. McFall, good interference to the wall. He'll send it to the center. No one can get a stick on it. Still trying to pull the trigger. Barefoot just couldn't get behind it. Now back, goes off of, I think, McFall's foot. Rager now working the corner. Working it to Barefoot. Barefoot takes a shot, just goes wide. He goes and chases it back into the corner. He'll dish it back out to Shelton. Shelton sends one in again. The redirect, McFall trying to get it. Goes wide. Those lines applying a lot of pressure, and they're able to get it. Panthers able to get it to neutral ice. And that pass goes back to Shelton. Shelton will hold it up. He'll pass it up and out of the zone. This line's been on for a little while, probably tired. SHAHA Panthers clear the puck. Going to be offsides, though, by the Foxes. Foxes win that faceoff. Watson with possession. He gets chipped in neutral and balled off back, and we'll get it into the SHAHA Panthers. Bolsinger blasts one in, just goes wide. It's a good individual effort trying to keep that puck in. That puck is now along the wall behind the net. Bolsinger back to try to chip it. Panthers will get it out. Watson holding things up, settling things down a little bit. He'll go on the attack and still with the puck. Gang the zone from the slot, takes a shot, goes off the glove. Watson now back with the puck, sends it out to Ensley, and that trickles out. Ensley, wise bat there, holding it on the line, but just as captain gets out, going to be offsides on the Foxes. Minute left here in the first period. The Panthers taking a shot as they drive it into the Foxes zone. Jack on the wall hard.
1 minute remaining. 1 minute.
And try to center a pass, and they dish it, try to just chip it, but it goes wide and across the crease. And up to the corner, Taylor able to get a stick on it and disrupt that pass. Get it out. Cairns, good collision out on front of the ice. The puck down below. And Jack able to turn that around. Cairns getting the zone. 32 seconds left. Pulling the trigger, gets deflected back into the center ice. That shot goes off the back of the board, and they take another one, goes another wide into the corner. Lounder able to find that puck, trying to get it up to Jack. They send it out to the point, take a shot back in. What a great little play there by Ray, able to collect that deflection off of his pad and stop the play. Puck all the way across the slot into the side. Taylor trying to work it out, and that'll do it. There you have it. Starting us off for the second period is Barefoot, Gregor, and McFall. Gregor being an animal up on the forecheck. Behind the puck, behind the net. Watson steps up to help along the wall. Picks up that puck. Tries to kick it to himself, and it's Gregor trying to keep it in. It goes back in deep, and Barefoot will pursue it into the corner. Trying to get that puck out from his feet. Shaha did a good job keeping the stick away from the puck. That's McFall in the corner. Barefoot back to help. Can't get it out just yet, but on the second attempt they do. Barefoot on the back check. Watson trying to hold it up and dangle. Barefoot still working now behind the other net. Trying to send it up the boards. Gregor intercepting that pass. They kick it out. What a great pass. Gregor will send it into the corner. Gregor and Taylor give chase. Centering pass out in front, and Gregor gets knocked off of his skates from behind. Panthers gain the zone. Back to pick up the puck. Ensley. Good chip by the puck. Shaha still. Puck is loose from the slot. Watson gets in the way. That shot goes wide of the net. Comes back to Ray, and he'll freeze the puck. Back in the corner, Shelton will send it around the boards. Shaha cuts it off, but it's Hyde that gets his stick in there. Now it's a 2-on-1. Trying to get around. Balled off. Still with the puck on the wall, and Shaha will collapse around him. He's trying to work that puck. The puck is coughed up. Panthers cross-ice pass, but still in their zone. Up back to Shelton. Shelton will turn it back to neutral. Bolsinger looking for the puck on the wall. Shaha ends up with it, skates into the Fox's zone. Can't get around Shelton the first time, but they do pass it now behind the net. Balled off, passes up to Hyde. He's got Bolsinger with him. He'll gain the slot. He takes a shot, goes off the knee pad. Balled off now with the puck. Finds Bolsinger. He'll take a shot, goes across the crease. To the other side, it's Hyde. Takes a good shoulder. And Shaha clears. Shaha from the line. Send one sailing over the net. But first two on the rebound. They'll send it back in. It's loose out in front. And we're going to get a penalty here on the Foxes, I think, for a trip. Slash. Slash is a call. Going to be on Bolsinger. So I didn't realize it and apologize. I don't see Evan Dwormar out there, too, so that's a...
Number 7, Liam Bolson, 3-minute minor for slashing. Time of the penalty, 3 minutes and 9 seconds.
Shaha controlling the puck up the wall, and they'll take a shot, send it in. It's loose out in front. Fox is in the way of that. Mark Ray will find it, stopping the play. from the slot. They fumbled it past. It's going to be offsides on SHAHA. SHAHA. And we'll dump it in deep.
Tyranny.
Up the boards it goes. Watson, barefoot, trying to provide pressure. He'll clear it to neutral ice. 1 minute and 18 seconds left here. I almost got a stick on that. Fox is doing a good job on the line, stopping everything up. And they're going to get him on for offsides. SHAHA possessing. They'll get underneath a couple. That puck trickles out. SHAHA bouts behind. Still with possession. We'll try to send it up the boards, get to the point. D-to-D pass, and Jack is getting to him. They'll send it in. It goes wide of the net. Good interference here behind. They send it out to the center. Jack trying to get it from behind. Another shot goes off on the way in. They get it from the point. I don't know who hit on the way in, but Marco was certainly screened, and they're able to capitalize on the penalty. A lot of action here in there. Gets a good hit on him, and Watson sends one in off the glove hand. Watson sends it back, and that comes out of the zone off a deflection. Ansley working against him, able to advance the puck. And that's Watson getting smeared on the boards. Bolsinger getting a stick on that. He's been consistently good at getting a stick on there on the puck. Bolsinger sends it around. Good chip there. And the puck is out left in the center. It's balled off, and it just gets ahead of him. They'll turn it around, and Bolsinger ends up with a puck. He'll send one in, and the SHAHA Panthers netminder will glove it. Cairns get it to Jack. Jack gets on the defense and can't find it. Just off the edge of his stick. Lounder will send it back in deep. Just past Cairns again. Cairns trying to cut that off. Not able to ball it up. And Jack comes back, giving Lounder enough to chip that puck off of his stick. Pass all the way back now into the Fox's zone. Lounder trying to send it across to Jack. Jack is able to collect it. SHAHA threatening to cut that avenue off. Taylor find great interference and able to get it back to Taylor, and Taylor will turn it around. Taylor into the zone, trying to take a shot from the slot. Takes on the second one, and they glove it. Goalie getting some flair in there, doing a little wheelie there. A little showboating by the SHAHA goalie for the second time. Karen's on the face-off. Ensley steps up, able to get a stick on there. The Panthers will dump it in deep and around the corner. Watson trying to get it up. He still has it. Sends it across to Taylor, and Karen's able to pick it up. He's got a one-on-one. He's getting mugged and trying to advance the puck towards the goalie. Can't get a stick on it and complete it. We'll take a face-off in the offensive zone. Karen should have had that. Ref in the way. They try to take a shot. Gets deflected off of SHAHA. Fox is reset, and Jack will take the zone. He'll send one in, and the Panthers will stop the play. Off the face-off. The Panthers with it. Shelton bobbles it up. He'll send one and goes off the defender. McFall behind the net trying to serve it up. Can't get a stick on it. Gets underneath Mason. Mason turns around, takes a shot, and hits a defender on the way in. Barefoot now working the wall. McFall accepting the puck behind, trying to deflect it off of the back. Barefoot will send it up to Lounder. Lounder will send back one in. It's loose out in front. Barefoot trying to get it in there. Goes right across the screen. Gets it in! Gregor's there, crosses the net, able to pick up that puck as it comes across the slot. What a great pass. Good vision by Barefoot to get it to him. Fox's claw one back and put a point on the board. This line has been hot for the Foxes the last couple games. It was the line that got all the points in the last game that we had, the tie in Ann Arbor. McFall trying to push it to Gregor, who sets up in front of the net. Now back to the other corner. Gregor trying to get there. Good hit by him. And that puck will be maintained by Watson. Watson trying to serve it back out. Barefoot out in front again. Gregor sending it back. And SHAHA struggling to keep it. Fox is still with it. Watson juggles it, sends it to Ensley, and back around behind the net it goes. McFall, Barefoot, trying to center it. Gregor's out front, and the netminder will fall on that puck and stop the play. Off the face-off, SHAHA possesses, but Baldoff will get a shoulder into there and knock the puck off. And shot comes in from the point. Lounder trying to get across ice. That puck, they able to get past. Out to, Hyde. They'll take the slot and take a shot. Shelton set it up the boards. It gets up to the point. That puck will trickle out and get all the way to the SHAHA zone. The goalie will collect it as Hyde threatens Shaha with the puck gets it out of the zone. Trying to work it past Shelton. Grant is back to help turn it around. No backhand. Hyde comes back to help bat that to the corner. Baldoff will pick it up, and he'll get challenged. Now back out to the center. Shelton able to find that puck. Now he'll pass it up to Hyde in the center ice. Now back into the Shaw zone. They don't call icing. I don't think we were last to touch it. Bolsinger able to get a stick in that, turn it around. Up against the wall. Baldoff takes a shot into the glove. SHAHA freezes. Now it's Alex Cairns. Lining one up. The shot comes in. Puck is still loose. The Shaw Panthers finds it. Big Alex Cairns finds that puck off that, tries to backhand it, setting him up, and good pressure on the puck. Ensley will send one in. That puck tic-tacs around to the other corner. Cairns picking it up, trying to serve it out to Watson. Watson picks it up. He'll send one in. They deflect into the corner, and now it's Taylor sending it across the crease again. Shaw sends it all the way back around. Gets past Taylor. Now it's Shaha on the attack. That shot goes wide of the net. Ensley able to get a foot on that one, but Shaha still with possession. They try to feed it out to the center. Just gets past his hit stick. Jack trying to send it up. That one took right into Watson, but Watson turns it around and got some speed. He'll get around one. Goes off the post and wide. Jack sending it back. Watson trying to redirect. Now back in the corner, they push it up to Ensley. They cut it off and able to get it into neutral ice. Watson and the Foxes reset. Cairns turns around, takes a shot, goes wide and behind. Ensley's going to skate up in there. McFall backing Ensley up. Now along the wall. Able to get it out. And it gets out, and Watson, the first to it, he'll hold it up and turn it around. Trying to find McFall across the way, and they able to deflect it and come in. Greger, that shot comes across. Watson uses his body, deflects the puck, hits it, ref. They deflected wide, now behind. Ref in the way again. Sends up to the point, and they dump around. That's good cut off by Cairns. Cairns trying to get it up. Can't. Now gets it to neutral ice. Shaha resetting. This line's been on for a while. They turn it around. Good poke check by Ensley. That shot goes wide of the net, down to the other corner. Watson trying to get a stick on it. They skated up. Watson able to get it from behind. Another not clear, but oh, what a great backhand sling by McFall. Greger will send it. Goes wide of the net, but he's going to it first, trying to get it back to center. Barefoot comes on the ice. Barefoot sends it in the center. Puck is loose. They knock it wide. Back to Barefoot. Barefoot trying to get it back there. 3-on-1. Barefoot still has it. Up to Mason. He can't pull the trigger. Now still has the shot. Takes a shot. There it is. It's loose. And they fall on it and stop the play. Great effort. Barefoot leading the charge. Beating 3 Shaha on the wall. Keeping possession of that puck and keeping it in the Shaha zone. Pressure's on. Trying to get in deep, and Baldoff will give chase. Baldoff using his body, trying to protect the puck. He ends up with it. Sends Bolsinger. Bolsinger trying to keep it in, but they. That puck actually trickled in, but the whistle blown, obviously. The Foxes on the power play try to sling one in, but the SHAHA Panthers clear it to neutral. They will.
Number 54 seconds. Again, second, Foxes 1, Panthers 2.
That was a good game, nice and tight. Little clock malfunction there. We worked it out. SHAHA getting in the zone, and they try to muscle it in themselves. Foxes will turn it out and go into the SHAHA zone. Hyde and Barefoot up there. Barefoot back there that cuts it off, and they'll send it around the boards. Nobody there to keep it in. That puck will come all the way back into the Foxes zone. SHAHA Panthers the first one to it. So Watson will skate it out. Watson now from the slot. Taking a shot. Goes in the glove of the netminder. Hyde on the faceoff. And the SHAHA Panthers will clear it. They say no icing. So Baldoff all the way back to it. Icing called on the Foxes, so he'll take it in the defensive zone. Sheldon off the face-off. He'll send it up and out. Got Jack and Gregor working. SHAHA able to send it back into the Foxes zone. Dwarmeyer's here now. First time I've seen him today. He'll send it up to Gregor. Gregor now is Jack and Cairns. Trying to feed it over to Jack just behind him. Jack will send it back out front. It's loose. Takes a shot, goes off. Another chip. It goes behind the net. I thought that one in. Dwarmeyer now from the point. He'll send it in. Redirect. It's loose. And they will find it. Some great action out in front of the net here. Big Alex Cairns muscling that puck, goes behind the net. Jack steps in, trying to get it on there. Gregor bottles up that wall shot, sends it back in, and they'll send it up and out of the play. Shelton on the wall. And they get it past. Now full strength on the charge, 2-on-1. That puck goes just behind his stick. They try to send one in. Shelton gets in the way. Another shot. Now it gets batted to the corner. We'll send one up the board. Jack's there. Back in it comes, and Ray will fall on it. SHAHA shot across the bow, goes in the corner. They'll send it back in deep. Baldoff will step in. Leaves the puck behind. Trying to chip it up. Ensley now with the puck will send it out. Trying to find Bolsinger in the center ice. Bolsinger up with it. Trying to dance out in front, had Hyde right in front of the net. He'll come from the slot. He'll send it in, but gets deflected off a skate. Up the point. Lounder gets hit on the wall. Baldoff holding that puck up, picks the pocket, comes out. That comes out, but they didn't call it. It was definitely off. Ensley sends it up to Hyde. Hyde trying to redirect it to Bolsinger. Can't get enough on it. And they'll send it into the Fox's zone. Lounder to receive. Back to center ice. And it's Connor Hyde. Trying to drag around. Nice stick check. Bolsinger blasts one in wide. And up the boards it goes. We got Barefoot. SHAHA skates it in. Good stick check by Watson. Still possession behind. That centering pass, and the Fox is able to get it wide. Bolsinger lifts it up. Finds Barefoot. Barefoot gains his zone. Bolsinger sends it in. Gets loose out in front. Nobody there to fight interference. Now it comes out. SHAHA getting in the zone. Shelton gets a stick in there. Pushes him over. Good play there. Up the boards it goes. Looks like Gregor blows the tire. So now it's Shelton. They turn it around, trying to get it up to Gregor. Gregor trying to get it around. They got a good stick on it. McFall can't keep it in. Watson up the board to McFall. Gregor gets out of the zone. Barefoot. Stick lifted. McFall works it in deeper. And around the corner, Mason first to it. Barefoot steps in to help. That pass is out of the zone, trying to find Watson. Watson passes it out, up to McFall. McFall trying to find Gregor. And Karen steps on the ice. Watson back to help, as it looked like they had a 2-on-1 opportunity. Now it's Dormeyer fighting interference behind. That centering pass out the defense. That shot comes, and somehow that gets up and over Marco's glove. I thought he had it on it, but they'll pull ahead 2 again. The score is 3-1. 8 minutes and 23 seconds left here in the third period. Back to Lounder and up to Jack. Jack will send it in. SHAHA taking their time. Back to neutral ice. Pass over to Jack from Ensley. He throws one in, and The Panthers net monitor will cover it up. Jack with the stick. Takes a shot. The center mass. Grant sends one in. It's loose. Jack trying to take a shot, go across the bow. Deflects wide. Ensley trying to keep it in. Cairns to Jack, and Jack tries to backhand one and goes wide. Now SHAHA on the attack. They have a guy getting it deep. Ensley on the wall. Taylor in there to help, picks it out. He gets hooked off. They're going to get a penalty here on SHAHA for the hook or the trip. Fox is on the power play for 2 minutes. Watson throwing one in off the faceoff. Big poke check keeping it in. Barefoot in the corner. Watson getting challenged on the line. He'll be able to keep it in. Trying to backhand, but that comes out. Good pass to Hyde, and Hyde will send it in. Barefoot again with pressure. Comes back to neutral ice. Fox is having to reset. Finds Bolsinger on the line. He'll send one in, and it's Barefoot. Send it right back to center. Good chip there, and that puck comes all the way to the Fox's zone. Up the board, and they contain. Hyde looking for Foxes and advance the puck with Hyde down in the corner trying to find Barefoot. Barefoot trying to dish it back to Hyde. That shot goes high and wide. And the Foxes have the puck cleared. A good chip there. Baldoff loses the puck, and now it's a breakaway. Take a shot. Marco Ray has the answer. Puck comes out to center. Hyde with the pressure. Another almost pass to the blue line. The Foxes nowhere to be seen. .22 seconds left here in the penalty. Shaw with possession of the puck, dancing it around. They'll pass it out. Dormeyer across to Shelton. Shelton looks up. Finds Gregor in stride. Gregor sends one in. Puck is loose, but he'll gather it up. 4 seconds left on the penalty. We'll get this last face-off, and we'll be back to full strength. Puck kept in. Karen stepping up. It's still loose. Jack trying to push it in. Can't find it. Gets the SHAHA Panthers collapse around him. And SHAHA Panthers advances 3-on-2. That shot behind the net. SHAHA the first one to it. They're skating. That one's cut off. Shelton turning it around. He'll send one into the glove of the netminder. There we go. That puck comes in, redirected, I think, by Jack off of a shot from Grant Lounder. Foxes claw one back. It is 3-2. That, ladies and gentlemen, is what happens when you have people in front of the net and take that shot. Dropped off at the line. Bolsinger can't take the shot. SHAHA Champers. Well, they're not going to get redirect on that one, so Lounder's going to get that goal clean. Somehow they got the puck out in front, and Ensley able to get back and back check. Still with possession. They take a step forward, find an open man. That shot, Ensley gets in the way, takes a price. Puck across, Bolsinger. He'll try to dump it back to Lounder. Lounder slowing it up. 3 minutes left. SHAHA Panthers get there. They're pursuing the puck and attacking. Now it's a 3-on-2. Loses the puck. Now Bolsinger will pick it up in the corner. I don't know that. What was that? We pass it up to no point, no vision. We'll send one in off the blocker. Watson gets in the way. Gets it up to Hyde. Hyde now turns it around. He's due. He'll send one across the bow. Goes back into another corner just wide of the net. Shelton gets hit on the line. It comes out. Hyde will hold it up. Trying to feed Shelton. And Barefoot. Barefoot drops it to Watson. That puck goes back. Watson will collect it. We don't have all day. Hyde with the puck. Got to play with some urgency here with 3 minutes. Hyde will send one in. That goes just wide of the net. McFall in the corner, looking up, trying to send it out in front. Somehow it goes behind. It's SHAHA with the puck, and we'll skate it out. Shelton biding his time. Now challenges on the wall, turns it around, comes up from the point, cut off by Watson. Watson back. Holds one up. Now on the attack. Watson, I don't hit the bar. They say no goal. Now into the corner. That crossbar will drop below the goalie. Rager working that puck from behind. And we're going to get 2 out. As McFall. Offsetting penalties probably. As McFall, a little after action play, didn't see it. Now back into the Foxes, deep into Foxes zone, trying to set up the board, comes up and out. Neutral ice. Taylor with some pressure. SHAHA resets. That's going to be offsides by the Panthers. Foxes with possession on the faceoff. Send it up and out. Panthers intercept that pass.
On both teams. Foxes number 74, Leo McFall, 2-minute minor for slashing. Panthers number 50, Emma Mazursic, 2-minute minor for slashing. Time penalties, 11:57.
Cairns getting the slot. Trying to get it around one. Just past. They'll bat it wide, and Ensley keeps it in and sends it back. That puck will pop out. Shaha cuts it off. Ensley goes in to help, and Taylor trying to put it in deeper. 1 minute to play. Good chip by Taylor. Taylor turning it around.
1 minute remaining. 1 minute.
Cairns trying to get it to Jack. Jack trying to find Taylor in stride. Shaha possesses. Just playing keep away at this point in time. 50 seconds left. Ensley able to get in the way. Trying to serve to Cairns. Cairns gets deflected right as he's trying to pull the trigger. All up and out. It's set. It comes. It's an empty net. Going to be offsides on the Panthers.
Thank you.
And I think I had my mic reversed there, but last-ditch effort by the Foxes, unable to prevail. Tie it up. Good effort there. So that concludes today's broadcast. We'll catch you tomorrow at 8 o'clock in the morning. There's another pretty big game happening at about the same time. And, it's going to be tough to tune in for sure. But we'll see you tomorrow with the game against the Arrows at 8 o'clock. That will be Fox's final game of the season. Talk to you then.